We're Nicki and Carlo and we live in Positano, Italy, except we also just bought a house in Tuscany, which we're currently renovating, so we live there too. Join us as we turn this house and olive grove into a dream home and get to grips with living in two different parts of Italy. It's a beautiful sunny morning here in Tuscany. What I love about the mornings is that every morning looks completely different. Sometimes it's lovely and sunny and clear. Sometimes there's fog lying low in the valley, and it changes every single day. Good morning. Sky has arrived last night, so she's here for a couple of weeks, which is lovely. And we've got quite a lot of things to do. I almost wasn't going to put up a video this Sunday. Now, I have been posting videos every Sunday since January 2020, and I have never, ever missed a Sunday. And this Sunday, I very, very nearly did. I didn't think I had enough footage. I had to take about 10 days off for various reasons and didn't really have much to show at all. But then I scoured all the phones. I found a load of footage on Carlo's phone. He'd been filming little bits as he's been going along over the last week or two, and he always forgets to tell me, and he always forgets to give them to me. So there was some on his, there was some on mine that I'd forgotten about, and we've ended up with enough for a video. But this video is very specific to one subject. Now, normally, as you know, if you've been watching for a while, I like to have lots of variation, lots of different things happening in the videos, so there'll be a bit of work at home and maybe a recipe, and then we'll go out for a bit. This video is more based on changing up and renovating the TV room that we're doing, and that's why I wasn't going to really show it, because I just thought it's too specific, but I think it's better than nothing. So today you're going to see the slow progress as we start to renovate this room, which used to be a kitchen, which is why it has tiles on the walls and loads of tubes coming out the walls, which was a bit of a problem, because obviously turning it into a TV room, we don't want white sterile tiles and gas tubes and water tubes coming out. So we're starting to get to grips with renovating that, which is what you're going to see now. Enjoy the rest of the video. It's pouring with rain. We're just getting a delivery from IKEA. Carlo has bought a new sofa, not for here, but for this room here, because the one that he bought secondhand for 200, what was it, 250 euro? It's just not really the right size for here, and it's no good when there's me, him, Sky, with not enough room for everybody. So we've bought an L-shaped sofa, just a bog standard IKEA one, and it's part of it is being delivered now. Unfortunately, they didn't have the whole thing in stock. There's the L part of it, the chaise lounge part of it, is not in stock, so we've bought the rest of it, hoping that it will be stocked soon. Would you like to tell me what you're doing?
Allora, è arrivato il momento di sistemare questa stanza. Ho comprato un rasante che va sopra le mattonelle e devo sistemare questo casino di tubi qui. Allora, per mascherare questo metterò un piccolo mobile qui, mentre questo verrà tutto intonacato.
Okay. So this room actually used to be a kitchen. That's why there's all these tubes coming out of the walls.
Sì.
And that's why there's the tiles as well. But we're making it into a TV room. We already have the enormous TV. And the sofa that we got in IKEA the other day has arrived. But that's going to sit in the boxes and wait.
Questo è il tubo del gas. Anche se è chiuso questo, non c'è il gas nel tubo adesso. Diciamo che non è quello esattamente quello che volevo fare. Quello che volevo fare io è togliere le mattonelle dal cartongesso, ma è anche altrettanto ovvio che le mattonelle sono molto più dure del cartongesso e quindi quando ho provato a staccarle alla fine si è rotto tutto il cartongesso. Quindi l'ho finito di tirare via, ma ho un piano, un secondo piano, un piano di emergenza. Metterò degli steli di legno qui, così posso andare a chiudere la parete. Che ne pensi?
Sì, va bene.
Allora, se vuoi li lascio così e se no ci posso anche passare l'intonaco sopra, però non sarebbe l'ideale.
Ma lasciali così per ora, vediamo. What are you doing here?
Allora, questi sono semplicemente dei tubi che da qui vanno lì e non ci passa più l'acqua dentro, li attappo così ci posso passare lo stucco sopra.
And then you're going to put the stucco over all the walls, yeah? Over the tiles, instead of taking the tiles off.
Sì, è uno speciale rivestimento che attacca anche sulle mattonelle.
Okay, so rather than taking all the tiles off, we're just going to plaster them.
No, è troppo lavoro togliere le mattonelle, quindi andiamo sopra le mattonelle e facciamo diventare tutto bianco.
Okay. Wow. Got a whole new room.
Sono le 8:30 di sera. E questa dannata roba sulle mattonelle non si indurisce. Perché le mattonelle non assorbono.
It will. Same as in the kitchen, remember? It took a while.
Sì. Questo stucco ieri mi ha fatto impazzire, fino alle 10 ieri sera non si induriva, ovviamente le mattonelle non assorbono, però alla fine sono riuscito, adesso faccio una pitturata e siamo pronti per mettere i mobili quando ho finito.
And maybe one day we will do something a bit more interesting, like give the wall a colour or put some wallpaper on it possibly. We'll decide with calm.
Questa è la parte più noiosa del lavoro, pulire, anche quella più difficile. Vorrei tanto che qualcuno lo facesse al posto mio perché proprio non mi piace. Which one? Perché mi hai zampato? Perché mi hai zampato? No, non sto male, sto pulendo a terra. Non sei preoccupato, guarda lì. Ah, mi vuoi dare una mano a pulire? Vieni, vai, pulisci tu? Pulisci? Tieni questo. Vai, clip. You love me so much. Oh. What are you doing? Hello, you too? Allora, amore, stavo pensando, per mascherare questo, mettiamo una mensola qui. Vabbè, questo è corto, però tanto per capirci, tipo così.
Sì.
Okay?
Sì.
E poi ne mettiamo anche altre se vuoi.
Un altro due sarebbe bello, sì.
Due, quindi uno al centro e uno qua su.
Yes, then I can have more books.
O tre.
Due. No, tre incluso quello. Three includes that one.
Quindi tre.
Sì.
Va bene. Poi metto qualcosa qui per mascherare questi tubi. E stavo pensando, visto che questo è un po' debole, anziché fare qualcosa di strano, prendo un altro pezzo, lo metto al centro così regge questo. O non ti piace? Dividere a metà questo.
Non lo so.
Viene più come uno scaffale. Così non deve fare niente, basta che lo appoggio qui e faccio molto più veloce. Ok. Questo è il nostro divano Ikea. Lo sto per montare. Non sono felice perché di solito le cose di Ikea non mi piacciono, però funzionano. Sono economiche e durano un sacco di tempo. C'è Sky con me per darmi una mano, se no da solo non ce la posso fare.
Io non ho ancora capito cosa di
Allora,
Io pensavo qua dove vanno i cuscini questi pezzi.
inizia da qui. Vieni. Allora, primo rivestimento dei cuscini. È venuta a testare il divano, sembra che gli piace. Sembra comoda qui.
I've started painting this little shelf unit, this lovely green. It's called Capability Green, and I've been waiting to use this colour on something. I originally wanted to paint the carved unit in the kitchen this colour, but it's such a lovely unit, I sort of don't really want to ruin it, so I don't want to put paint on it. So I've been waiting for the chance to use this paint somewhere else, and I've decided I'm going to do it in this room here. Now this colour, Capability Green, which is an Annie Sloan chalk paint, I didn't really need to use chalk paint on these shelves, but I don't have anything else, and this is the colour I want. But I can tell you that this paint is named after the British landscape gardener Lancelot Capability Brown, who was alive in the 1700s, I think from something like 1716 to 1784, and he was very famous. He designed a lot of British gardens, so for example Chatsworth Gardens, Stowe, Blenheim Palace, and the gardens of the school that I went to, which is Claremont, now known as Claremont Landscape Gardens in Esher in Surrey. And so at school we were taught all about him, that's why I know all those random facts, but it's a beautiful colour, and I think this room, once it's done, it's going to be very cosy. Not quite sure what I'm going to put on that side of the room where you are at the moment. It's a bit of a mess, but we'll figure it out slowly, there's no rush. I know that some of you may be questioning my colour choices right now, and I like colour. I love the idea of a chic beige and white house like in Provence, all beautifully, I can't even describe it, but you know what I mean, like a really sleek and chic light house with all beiges and linens and white and airy curtains and stuff. We've got 2 dogs. Carly never takes his shoes off when he comes inside. We've got 4 acres with mud and woods, and this needs to be an easy house. I can't be doing with white sofas and white stuff everywhere. It's just not going to work for us at all. Maybe one day, but for now this house is going to be colourful, cosy, Tuscan, and some English old cottage country hints to it. I'm not very good at describing myself this morning, am I? I know what I mean. I don't think that we actually explained that this sofa, which doesn't really make sense as it is at the moment, is not finished. There's a bit missing. So we have bought an L-shaped sofa, and there's a whole bit that comes out to about here that is not available in any of the IKEAs in Italy at the moment. It's out of stock. So we're hoping that it's going to come back in stock very soon, and we will finish building it. So this arm here that I'm sitting on will come off, and we'll move to the very end here. It fits perfectly in this gap, and then there'll be a whole bit that comes out here, and that will make much more sense. So let's hope that that comes back in stock soon. So she said to check at mid-December onwards. The other thing I wanted to tell you was I have stopped painting here. It's a few days later. I've stopped painting here because I'm now having second thoughts. So the other day I went to a friend's house, and she's got the most beautiful old farmhouse from 1736, I think. And I'd never been there before, so I have no idea what it was like. And it was beautifully, it's just a beautiful old farmhouse with big wonky floors and a big stone staircase. And she's painted a lot of the rooms very bold, very dark and cosy Farrow and Ball colours, and it looks amazing. I loved it. and I asked her why she chose such dark, bold colours, and she said because the farmhouse is quite dark inside naturally. It's only got windows on one side of it, so it's quite dark inside. She prefers to embrace the dark rather than fight it, which is what I feel like I'm doing in this room here. This is a naturally very dark room because we've got Carlo's tool room is out here, so the light from this window is slightly blocked, and there's the veranda roof taking away the natural daylight from the door there. So this is, normally when we're working in here, we put a ring light on so we can see what we're doing. I've left that off on purpose so you can see how dark this room is in the daytime. And this is it. So now I'm rethinking my plans, which were, what I was originally going to do was keep the walls white, paint the shelves green, have like a nice green plant somewhere and green cushions, and just have like beige, white and green and fight the dark. Now I'm thinking, should we embrace the dark with this room and paint the walls a really bold, cosy colour, which I'm still not sure. I was almost thinking, it sounds really odd if I say brown. I don't mean poo brown. I mean sort of, I don't know. I'm not really sure. So anyhow, while I think about it and while I decide, I'm not going to do anything. So I'm just going to leave it as it is for now and slowly figure out what I'm going to do in this room. I think I might go and concentrate on the dining room and get that finished while I'm hesitant about this. So anyhow, even if I do paint the walls poo brown and decide I don't like it, I can always paint over them again. It's just a waste of paint. So that's all this is all in pause now. We're waiting for the other part of the sofa. We're waiting to decide what colour we're going to do the walls. And once we know what colour we're doing the walls, then we can figure out the rest of the room.
Carlo has been in the woods all morning, and I'm going to take him down a bottle of water because I know he's had nothing to drink all day, and tell him to come back up in about an hour and a half for lunch. And also, let's have a quick look and see what he's been doing. Let's get out of that back TV room and have some fresh air. Here we are at the crossroads now. I'm pretty sure he's gone down a level, so we're going to take this one. This way, Indy. You want to come? And this is more of a woody pathway, but I think he's down here somewhere. Ow! Oh, I'm alright, I'm alright. Just fall down a pothole. I brought you water.
Oh, thank you. Cacchio, mi ero quasi spaventato, non ti avevo visto, sentito venire. Incredibile quante di queste acacie sono cresciute qua. Hai visto lì quanti tronchi? Quelli li ho lasciati lunghi per magari possono servire per qualcosa.
If you get them really, really straight, we could put a plank over the top and we've got a bench, which is what we wanted here.
Sì, così guardiamo il panorama. Però poi dobbiamo tagliare anche questi perché sennò non...
No, but it's not so much to look at the view, it's to sort of like have a rest. Just sit in the woods, listen to the birds. You need some benches along the pathway.
Sì, le faremo. Devo dare un tronco un po' più largo per fare il bench. No, quello farà male al culo se ti siedi là. Molto forte questa forbice.
Here's a good idea of what it's starting to look like now, with all of those acacias and ivy cleared away. He's done an amazing job, hasn't he? Looks incredible. Back up home, I've left the broccoli cooking. I'm going to do pasta with broccoli because there's tons of broccoli in the fridge and it needs to be used up. So I'm cooking that until it's soft, and then I'm going to mash it with some garlic, anchovies, chili pepper, olive oil, and that's it, a pasta sauce, very simple.
healthy. And so Sky and I have come to the paint shop to look at all the colours that they offer here, and they have so many, so we can match up to the colours that we are interested in from our Farrow and Ball paint chart, and see if we can find something that we like.
Too. This is
Yeah.
much brighter.
It is
this,
brighter.
This is less bright, but still.
Yeah, if we could get like a mix between those two, it would be perfect.
I don't like this one. These are too bright.
This is our inspiration photo, which I found on Pinterest.
I'm trying to find the right colour. Obviously, I love working with colours and everything, but it's not always easy.
Now look at it on here. Look, it's completely different.
It looks
on the
completely
screen.
different on the screen. On the screen, it looked green for some reason, but
Yeah.
you shouldn't look for
No.
it for the screen. You shouldn't.
No. In
Yeah.
real life, this looks very similar.
But I still think it's not exactly
No,
right
it's not
because this
exactly
looks
right.
more. Because this is just the screen. This is not what the actual colour is. But you can imagine. You can see here the light's hitting it, which makes it a bit lighter. It's not really like this. I think it's a bit of a brighter yellow than this. I think this is maybe a bit too brownish, dark. I think maybe something slightly lighter would be better. But not. We don't want too bright yellow.
Well, that's more.
This is very different, but we need to figure out.
So we've chosen two colours. We've chosen Bordeaux and Merrill, and they're going to go together on the dining room walls and windows and doors. We can't figure out what we want to do with the TV room, so we're leaving it for now. We might get the room finished and then think about the walls afterwards. I don't know whether it was last year or the year before, and I did a Christmas tree at our house in Positano, and nobody was impressed with it at all because it was very, very minimalist, and it was just like one of those bare twig trees with lights on, and I just hung some coloured makeup sponges on it and just a few decorations, and it was very, very boring, and nobody was impressed with that. So this year, seeing as we're here, and obviously we don't have any Christmas decorations here, I've been out and I've bought some lights, and I've bought some foliage, and I've also gone into the woods and picked and cut some foliage, and I've made some Christmas decorations, and I'm really proud of them. And I'm here all by myself, and I've got nobody to show. So I'm going to show you now. It's getting dark, so I've turned some of the lights off so you can get the full effect, but I'm really proud of myself, and I hope you like this year's Christmas decorations. So this is what I've done. I didn't get a tree because I didn't really know where to put a Christmas tree, and I just had this vision that I wanted to decorate on top of the fireplace and the extractor hood. So here is a mixture of cypress branches from outside, and there's a few fake branches there with some lights wreathed around them, and I'm really pleased with that. I think that looks lovely. And then here in the daytime it's a bit more golden because I've got some golden sparkly branches and things, and I've weaved all sorts of branches in and out of them, and I think that looks really good as well. So I think that's not bad for a first attempt. So there we go. I'm very proud of myself, and I hope you like it too. It also looks really nice when I turn the lights off in the daylight as well, and you won't see it in next Sunday's video because next Sunday's video is already recorded a couple of days ago, and I've only just done this now. So don't be confused if suddenly it looks like I've taken all the Christmas decorations back down again. I haven't. Anyhow, have a lovely week, everybody. I will see you on Wednesday with some more photos on our Paradival 50, and then next Sunday back here, and we will be with some special guests. Have a great week. Bye.